Yes, yes.
All right, ladies, let's conclude our discussion, but I want to bring in an element of support, because apart from the fact that women are able to do it and you want your voices to be heard, what role can men play in ensuring that your voice is even more amplified? I've started playing, I'm a man, but what role can men play? Let me begin with you, Daktari. What role can men play to ensure that happens, especially in health sector?
Yeah, and I think already you speaking to it is already a voice, and we thank you for your allyship. And we were talking about male allyship, and male allyship is really just the support of, the women's equality, to these opportunities that we feel should be shared across. So in health, we're just looking at, how do men support women through the career courses? We need support all the way with their voices being heard in the conferences, particularly that we'll be having. We have male allies who will be there speaking out and ensuring that we have a friendly environment in the workspaces. At home, spouses, husbands, partners, boyfriends, they need to support the women. If you have a woman in STEM, please support her. And this support can be through even just the word of encouragement and ensuring that she's able to pursue what she needs to pursue and not curtail that dream because she has a role to play in the kitchen, which will be played, but this can be balanced out and be made easier for her. So in health, we are looking at male support. We appreciate and we recognize the need for male allyship in this process. Gender equality and equity cannot be achieved without our male support.
Okay. Michelle, same question to you. What role can men play to ensure that you scale the heights?
I think a good start is to be able to present, say, project opportunities to women that can increase their visibility to the management and to the senior leadership. So ensuring that they have a way to spotlight the things that they are able to do, bringing attention to their work and not taking credit for it when you're in those closed rooms that they haven't gotten into yet, speaking on their behalf, speaking on behalf of their work, and letting other people know that there's someone there who's doing actually good things and are capable of much more, so that we can get them into the right spaces in the rooms. Also, allowing them the chance to give their own ideas, be able to speak out during meetings. A lot of people can kind of take over the meetings when it's not comfortable for women to do so, but allowing them the chance to speak, have their word, and be able to contribute meaningfully into the things that are going on in the organizations and the projects and all of that is happening. I think that would really go a long way in allowing women to shine and also to chart their own path as they go along.
Overall, would you say in practice you have had the support of men to where you are, apart from just spousal, family and all, in the work environment? Would you say they are very supportive?
Myself? Yes, absolutely. I think I wouldn't be where I am now without the support of the various male mentors I've had. A lot of them have been role models. They've given me opportunities to shine, to take part in projects, maybe things that I wouldn't even have.
All right, challenges of technology for a network engineer. Yes, but we're going to try and get back to her. Oh, she's back. Okay, Michelle.
Sorry for that. I was saying, yes, I've had a lot of support from male role models who have been able to support my career, put me into big projects, help me stretch myself and be able to actually become a female leader in this industry, and allowed me to shine. They've spoken for me in the rooms I haven't been in, and put a word out about the things that I'm able to do. And that has really helped my career grow and allowed me to stretch myself as well. So I have had a very supportive environment.
All right. What is the place of the saying that women are their worst enemy? Does it apply also in your career path? Because I believe there's a path that you had to follow to be where you are. Does it have a place?
I don't think so. To be honest, I haven't really experienced that women are your worst enemy feeling. And maybe I've been blessed in that sense. The women I've met have been very supportive. My friends as well are engineers, and they're very good at what they do. And we haven't had that situation. I personally haven't had that situation where women are putting each other down. I think sometimes that narrative, it just gets thrown around and people begin to believe it. but it might not be the lived experience of many people.
Okay. I'll come back to you for a conclusion, but Dr. I'll ask you the same question. Does it have a place in your career, women being their own worst enemies?
As Michelle said, I think that is really a narrative. And perhaps maybe because women tend to speak up about the issues that they have, so maybe that's why then we will hear that narrative. I believe also men sometimes also deal in fellow men, but maybe they don't talk about it. So maybe it's just how this is expressed such that it is really picked out from the women because they're naturally expressive, while perhaps the men will be quiet about it and, take it as a man kind of thing. So, yes,
Available opportunities for you still see this is possible to even scale higher and higher. What are these opportunities that are available for young women who are watching and thinking, I want to be like Daktari, I want to be like Michelle? What are these opportunities, Daktari, that are available in your view?
Okay, the opportunities are many, and I say the exposure to STEM has to start very early from the family when you're still young. Being exposed to the sciences, whether it's through the school setup or maybe it's a holiday exercise, having mentors to support you in making that decision, because getting into STEM will only come from the knowledge, the awareness, and so when you have that knowledge and awareness, then you'll have a reason to pick engineering, for instance. And when you pick engineering as an example, then you need the role models. The role models then will also support you in seeking out the different areas in which you can subspecialize or focus in. And there's a lot of opportunity. The world right now is moving towards a digital economy, and we just have to acquire and learn these competencies in math and science and technology, because that is where we're moving. There's a lot of opportunity in there.
Okay. Michelle, available opportunities?
I would say, like Norah said, there's so much that you can do. I would say follow your own natural curiosity. What are the things that interest you? And don't let anything actually give you a mental block for it, because the opportunities are vast. There's as many as you can imagine, and there's so many more that are yet to be created, and maybe you're just the person to do it. So I say follow your curiosity and don't allow yourself to be held back
All right.
by any limiting beliefs.
Okay. As we end, I'd like to know personally from each of you what you are doing to support the women folk, the young people. So I'll begin with you, Michelle, in closing. What are you doing as Michelle? Mentoring and all?
Yeah, I do participate in a lot of mentoring events. We have one with a large organization that I work with. It's called Women Tech Connect, where we bring together women in technology. I think if you just search that Women Tech Connect online, you'll be able to find our page. We bring together women in technology who are interested in it. You don't have to be a veteran or anything, just your interest is enough to join that. We have various forums that we do. Some are just mentoring, some are training and tutorials, a safe space for you to ask your questions, get guidance, meet male allies who can be able to help you get the visibility for your work. And that's been very instrumental, and a lot of training work as well, just to upskill the women so they're capable and they're confident when they're working.
All right. Thank you very much, Michelle. And in conclusion, Daktari, what are you doing as an individual to encourage, if there's mentoring, if there are programs, if there are pointers you can give to the young ladies watching?
Okay. For me, individually, of course, there's the mentorship and, the career guidance I give to young women. And this is really more so on a personal level through LinkedIn, through young women who reach out and ask me, hey, what should I be looking at in public health? What should I be looking at in project management? But more so, as an organization, Women Lift Health, we want to catalyze and amplify the women's voices. And some of the avenues we have are through seminars, speaker series, and conferences. So for instance, this coming week, we have the Women Leaders in Global Health Conference, and we have numerous discussions. We're going to be talking about the STEM gap, leadership. We're going to talk about decolonization, of funding, philanthropy. There's a lot in it. So please join us on the 15th and 16th, which is Monday and Tuesday next week. It's virtual, and you can go to womenlift.org to register. Over and above the seminars, we also focus on mid-career women in health. So it's a very specific niche, because this is when women are at a point where, should I switch? Should I move forward? There's a stagnancy. I can't hit that ceiling, and I need to get there. And so we focus on these women and give them a 12-month leadership journey. And I think it's something that, once we interact and change the individual, then we should surely get the institutional changes and changes at the societal level. So that is what it is.
All right, Dr. Norah Obudho, East Africa Program Director at Women Lift Health. Thank you very much. And Michelle Opiyo earlier on, or Michelle is back, had a network challenge. Network engineer also, thank you very much for joining us. Earlier on, we had Dr. Andrew Mulwa also talking to us about vaccination. Thank you for coming for a show this morning. That has been our discussion on women and science. Now, before we end the show,